All right, so you want to learn the kipping pull-up. Great skill for CrossFit. You can use it in a lot of workouts, and it helps take a good pull-up ability and translate it into some of the workouts of the day. So first and foremost, I want you to think of this as a skill, and skills need to be practiced. So rather than thinking of learning how to do the kipping pull-up tomorrow on Thursday, imagine we're going to try and build it over the month of March. We're going to take a layered and structured approach to make sure that we're laying a good foundation of stamina, and then we're going to put the skill on top of it. And if you follow it diligently, by the end of the month, you will definitely have the skill down. So when it comes to doing kipping pull-ups, I just did it a moment ago. In order to get 10 kipping pull-ups, it took me about 20 seconds. So I think we could start by reasoning that we should at least be able to swing in a controlled manner for 20 seconds without any pull-ups, just to make sure we have the stamina. So when you look at the rep ranges, they're gonna be for time, and the goal is to build up to the upper end rep range before moving to the next hardest variation. And that's gonna be for the entire workout. So most people are gonna start maybe in the 10 to 15 second range for all the sets, but each time you do it, or maybe every third time you do it, I want you to add on a few seconds until you've maxed it out for the full 30 seconds, if it is 20 seconds, depending on the variation there. So for all of these kip swing skill WODs, they are going to be tacked on to the end of our standard recovery workout on Thursdays. So the idea being you're nice and warm, you've moved for about 40-45 minutes with a recovery WOD. You have an extra 15 minutes before you have to head home maybe, and that would be a real productive way to spend some time once you're already warm. These can be done on days outside of the recovery days. So think of, if you want to develop this skill, 3 to 4 times a week should be safe here. As long as your shoulders are feeling good, you're not overdoing it on your grip, elbows, shoulders. If you want to nail this skill, try and include it when you're warm up to 3 to 4 times a week, and you'll see the skill start to take off. There's no rush to progress to a harder variation. Really make sure you own the skill, get the full duration that the reps ask for, make sure the rest is nailed down pat before going to a harder variation here. And this is something I'm sure many of you are starting to hear me say more and more often with this skill work, or any other skill work for that matter. It's not so much what you're doing, but how you're doing it. So make sure that the quality is there, you're adhering to the work, the rest ratios, and really drill down and get everything you can out of a skill or a certain variation before moving on to the next, and you'll watch your progress just take off.